a lot of people want to know about Nofap and social anxiety, okay? So, interestingly enough, I had a guest on a podcast that I do, right? I'm not even going to mention the channel name because it's probably a topic that's very irrelevant to you guys. We talked a little bit about self-improvement, and I ended up bringing up Nofap. I wanted to see if he knew anything about it because I genuinely thought he might know. I'm going to put some light on. You see that? Fresh shade, baby. Anyway, so I always wind up forgetting what I'm talking about whenever I'm actually starting to make a video, and I don't really like to edit the video, to be honest. I know it sounds kind of lazy, but I like to just let it come out raw. That's just kind of how I like it to be. So, yeah, so social anxiety and Nofap, I was talking to this guy about it, and I brought it up, and he was like, he kind of laughed and chuckled, and he was like, what? Like, I've never done that before, and I kind of was like, I don't like to I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to harass people if they decide to fap or watch porn because it's just not my business. I really try to just keep it to myself. And I'm just, I was just like, oh, okay. It's a big thing in self-improvement. Like, I've done it before and, it's supposed to do this and help with social anxiety and stuff. I was just curious if you knew. And then I, moved on to a totally different topic. But winded up, funny enough, he actually kind of started doing Nofap, and he started doing it for like a week, and he was telling me how he feels so much better. He feels more confident and with people. He mentioned, he's like, I really wanted to try it after you mentioned social anxiety because, I have Asperger's and I have always had a hard time dealing in social circumstances. And, I definitely think that this could potentially be helpful. And I was like, that is super powerful. And so, since I started this channel, I've, impressively enough, not relapsed. And I'm almost 5 months clean. Not only clean, but I feel like I'm mentally in a good space. I'm kind of like, I have a lot of self-control of my thoughts. Still have a lot to go, but I'm doing well. It hasn't been semen retention entirely, but it wasn't from myself. And there's a big difference between the two. So that's a big thing. That's a whole nother topic. But yeah, Nofap is definitely very powerful. And it's been about 5 months now, it seems. That was the last time I especially watched any nudity on my own will. One thing I definitely also am learning too is how there's just nudity everywhere, and all of our marketing on Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, everyone's marketing is quick returns and dreams, nudity. If you have to use that stuff to market yourself, you're fucking lame. You're a lame-o if you need to use that to market yourself to the general public. It's pathetic. So, anyway, I don't want to harp on that because, those are total tangents. But, yeah, man, so I recently was just in, kind of these different circumstances where it's I was meeting, I guess, married-in family for the first time, you could call it, where, I met my family member's family, right? Family member's wife family. You know what I'm saying? So I met new people, and I felt very good. Everyone just had a good time. We had a really good time. I didn't feel uncomfortable, really. I think everybody kind of gets a little bit nervous around these type of situations. And, recently I was at the beach, too. Probably a few weeks ago, I was at the beach with my friend, and we were playing some football. We went into the water. We were having some fun. And this, random, 6-year-old or 7-year-old, came up to us and just started, talking to us. And my friend got, all nervous. But I was just started, fucking with him, basically. I wasn't, I was just yo, what up, kid? I was just, and then I was just, having fun with him. I can't remember, exactly what happened. But I was, throwing him the football. He was just having a good time. We were having a good time. And I just wanted to, I don't know, brighten his day. And he even, remembered our names. And he's bye. And he, left, on his own. His family wasn't around. And I'm well, I'm glad that, I did that because I feel I kept him safe, no one's gonna try. This was just some, kid on the water, you know, like some innocent kid, like, and I feel like people are just such like dicks, like just assholes to like the people around them sometimes. That like, if it's just a fucking kid, like, don't take it seriously. Like, they're literally probably never gonna remember this conversation. So just like have fun and maybe teach them something or something stupid. Like, just like fuck around with them. Like, I feel like it's natural for us to do that. So I feel like you kind of just have to treat things more like that interaction. Like, remember kind of back when you were a kid, before you dealt with any sort of insecurities, before you had to deal with any toxicity from other people, you know, when you were kind of just in this like ignorant bliss and you were just like, you know, kind of having a good time, you know, and just kind of being yourself, you know. There, you know, obviously there are, you know, you don't want to just let your natural thoughts and feelings arise like crazy, but I'm saying like at least a little bit. Like, I feel like people can naturally start to kind of tense up or to keep things bottled up inside of them for a long period of time. And I think it's okay to just talk to people about kind of like whatever you want to talk about and not take it so seriously and not overthink what do these people think about me and stuff like that. Like, there's no reason for you to do that. And then I feel like when you start to think about that, you can have this thought process that is easier with girls. One of these quotes that I saw recently really stuck out to me. It was, don't go for the girls that you like, go for the girls that like you. And it had me thinking, how many times do you go in a situation where you like a girl and she doesn't like you back? Probably all the fucking time. And the girls that like you usually wind up being like fat and ugly and you don't really go with them. Like, well, that can definitely happen, for sure. Absolutely. That's definitely a thing that can happen to people. And then and it's definitely happened to me too. Like, and I'm not even exactly where I want to be now. I feel like I'm in a better place. You know, I'm kind of just doing my own thing. I'm focused in on other things, and you know, I in the pursuit of those things, I'm kind of just trying to like do my own thing. In a way, I feel very good about it. You know, I've like gotten into like hookups with random people. I've had friends with benefits. I've had girlfriends before. There's no insecurity. Definitely see women choosing me, like getting choosing signals. And sometimes I make approaches, sometimes I don't. But overall, I feel very just happy with myself. I feel a lot of satisfaction that comes from it. And I feel like eventually what winds up happening is you can actually start to attract the people that are truly genuine for you. And I feel like for a short period of time, I kind of lost that, especially like years ago. And that's kind of what was making me relapse again, in my opinion, was exactly that. And then it started to kind of come up again now that I'm back onto Nofap. I'm starting to notice things are improving. And, you know, it feels good, but I'm not exactly where I want to be. That's basically where I'm kind of at right now. So I think that's like 5 months on Nofap, social anxiety. You know, these are powerful things. You know, it's kind of up to you to try these things for yourself. Let me know down below, what has your experiences been? Have you been able to last on a very long streak and, you know, kind of let me know what feelings were associated with that. I'm very curious to see what other people have to offer to the conversation. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end it here. I will make a video in another 3 months.